Use vigilantes you have freed to block your pursuers and break their line of sight.
Come in, Altair. I trust you are well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask them. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd ad-Din in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Aqqa with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land, and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Eris used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it. Whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are two more Templars who require your attention. One in Aqqa, known as Sibran. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
Have they gone to hammer he's doing that? He's going to hurt himself.
It is time to draw another blade. Ensure your first attack is also your last. Don't do that again.
When you're out of knives, refill your stock by returning to Messiah or by pickpocketing thugs.
show you everything I have. Come, people. Come see what I've to offer. You won't believe your eyes. You won't find battle prizes anywhere.
You ever seen someone do that before? I have.
Finest wares in all the land.
I'm so hungry.
You are wise, which is why. Could I interest you in this meal? No? Well, there's more. Much more. I have many things, many things.
It's the hero of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the Master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
Fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It's a tragedy.
You shouldn't be here. Seagull.
This is an honor to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake.
I beg of you, just a few coins. Help! He's trying to kill me! Help! Do something!
Please, I must go. This letter must be delivered, and I cannot risk upsetting him.
Listen to yourself. You are his puppet. Give up this task and join us in our fight.
No. I have a wife and child to think of.
Which is exactly why I've come to you. Is this the kind of world you want your son brought up in?
It will pass. If you just wait, he'll stop, and everything will go back to normal.
Every day, more is lost, and no way to reclaim what's taken. There will be no going back. You know this to be true.
Enough. I am leaving.
God is on my side.
Come on, papaya.
Cezası ölümdür.
Surrounded by false knowledge, created by
I just ran into
Watch
someone.
yourself.
Is he blind? Why would
What
he
a
do
fool!
that?
It's forbidden for you to be here.
Once he was a teacher, a false prophet of their lies. But then the way was made clear to Jubair. He saw what must be done. Over your minds. Locked away, they might still be discovered. But once burned, these texts can no longer do harm. Jubair sees things the way they truly are. Sees the poison you carry in your hearts and minds. He works to cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed.
How about you turn around and go away?
I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
You do not want to do that again.
I'm poor and sick and hungry. I beg of you. I beg of you, just a few coins, please. Please, sir, have any money? A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins. My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
So comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Al-Hadid rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Brave and God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with our festival someday, and our victory.
I should kill you for that. What is it that you want?
What is it that you want?
I'll teach you to pick up.
How can one expect to defeat that? May God have mercy on his soul. Somebody do something! How can one expect to defeat
Violence is not the answer, my child.
In this we agree, so speak and I may stay my blade. What is it your master intends? Why destroy all this knowledge?
We lay the stones to build a road upon which soon all men will travel. It leads to a better tomorrow.
That is not what I see.
Then you are blind. The words upon these parchments, they are poison. Jubair holds the cure. He'll free us from their lies.
It's nonsense you speak. You've lost your mind.
No, not lost, but found. I see the world for what it truly is. He has shown me so much. I am illuminated.
A fanatic is all you are, and dangerous for it.
Do what you must. It changes nothing. We are not afraid.
You should be.
He's just killed someone!
Your life ends now.
You just ran right into someone.
Hey, you look familiar.
Crazy Salahadin! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization.
Have you no shame? I beg of you, just
Altair, my friend, you have become quite the wanted man, as am I. I must prepare my family for the trip back to the safety of Masyaf this afternoon. Could you finish my last assignment in exchange for information? Some men must be eliminated in Jubair's quarter. Be fast, my friend.
They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can.
Leave now.
Fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its deep. Oh. This is an evil.
What happened here?
Can't you spare something? I'm sick and hungry. Food. Just a little money, I beg of you. Please, sir, have any money? My family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? No, people, please. Just a few coins, please.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kaçmasına izin vermeyin. Kovalayın. Nasıl kovalayın. Gel buraya. Gel buraya. Geber kafir.
Away with you. He's going to hurt himself. When he does, I will...
Altair, my friend, you have become quite the wanted man, as am I. I must prepare my family for the trip back to the safety of Masyaf this afternoon. Could you finish my last assignment in exchange for information? Some men must be eliminated in Jubair's quarter. Be fast, my friend.
Just a little money, I beg of you. My family's sick and dying. I have spared a few coins. A few coins. All I ask
What happened to have done such a thing? How did this happen?
Where is the one responsible? Oh, terrible.
a few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
Where are you?
I think I've seen everything now. Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
Huh? Show yourself.
Who did this?
Yes, yes.
God curse the one who's done this.
What's this?
Where are you?
What happened here?
Huh? Show yourself.
Oh, how terrible.
Be gone,
Don't
pest.
leave. Just a few coins, please. I ask is for a
Tired
few
of never
coins.
finding
Have
anything
any
useful at
money?
the other merchant
A few
stalls? That
coins.
won't happen
All I
here.
ask is for a few
You'll
coins.
find everything
No,
you
you
like.
don't understand. I have nothing.
I do not have.
It's great to see you back so quickly and in one piece. I must return to my family, but before I leave, this is for you. I found a map showing where scholars are planning to burn books and other sources of knowledge. Please be careful, and let the future reunite us. I'll give your blessings to my family.
Coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
everywhere. Waiting.
Never finding anything useful at the
Be
other merchant
strong.
stalls.
Strong like Salahadin. And take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can.
You ever see someone do that before? I have.
What news, Altair?
I've learned much about my enemy.
Share what you know then.
Jubair has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa al-Qallasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
I'll leave you alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed.
My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No. You simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings? You'd do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good. Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city, collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
Pay for your sins! Infantry! Die!
Citizens! Take forth your...
Kaybetmeyin onu! Seni gözün kapalı bile yenerim.
no reason to stand here. Leave.
Please, help me.
Pis hırsız. Gebereceksin.
I beg of you. What's going on?
You do not want to do that again. What's he doing back there?
Anyone can put ink to parchment. Anyone! Such power, such influence must be controlled.
Come on, you cannot escape! You will not get away from me! Anyone see him? They're here! You can't escape! Who did this?
Burada! Bu tarafta! Yat! Kovalayın! Beni yenemeyeceksin. Beni yenemeyeceksin. Seni gözün kapalı bile yener. Belki farkında değil ama hali hazırda beni yenemeyeceksin. Belki farkında değilsin ama hali hazırda
He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization.
hırsızlar para ağacına müstahak. Go away.
Bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
Farkında değilsin ama hali hazırda kaybettin. Seni gözün kapalı bile yener.
Come back here! Don't let him escape! I'll get you! I'll have your hand for that! You are finished! Die, thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. When you're out of knives, refill your stock by returning to Masyaf, or by pickpocketing thugs.
Welcome home, child. What news?
Another of the named is put to rest.
Then it would appear your work is nearly complete, and your status restored.
A question, Master, if I may.
Ask, and I will answer.
Why these men? Jubair and Sabrand?
Ah, don't you see? They paved the way for change. Ensure threats both old and new are not given cause to intervene.
To weaken them is to weaken our enemy. I suppose that makes sense.
Were these men to continue their work, our work would quickly be undone.
How is that? We've caused them much grief.
We strike at the arms, yes, but this is a hydra that you face, and it is quick to replace that which is severed.
Then we should lop off its head and be done with this.
Soon, soon. We are close. Only one more man stands between us and our ultimate goal.
I will return to my work. The sooner this last man dies, the sooner I might face our true enemy.
Before you go, I have a question for you.
Of course.
What is the truth?
We place faith in ourselves. We see the world the way it really is, and hope that one day all mankind might see the same.
What is the world, then?
An illusion. One which we can either submit to, as most do, or transcend.
What is it to transcend?
To recognize nothing is true and everything is permitted. That laws arise not from divinity but reason. I understand now that our creed does not command us to be free. It commands us to be wise.
Do you see now why the Templars are a threat?
Whereas we would dispel the illusion, they would use it to rule.
Yes, to reshape the world in an image more pleasing to them. That is why I sent you to steal their treasure. That is why I keep it locked away. And that is why you kill them. So long as even one survives, so too does their desire to create a new world order. Take your equipment. Seek out this last man. With his death, Robert de Sable will at last be vulnerable.
It will be done.
Safety and peace upon you, Altair.